Yeah, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Young, and I'm back with a video. I got my homie Drizzy Dre Boogie, Lieutenant Dre in the building.
Yo,
we about to go over these. You can unpause the game, my G. You know what I'm saying? I had to do my intro, but
you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. You feel me? I'm ready. We about to talk about these Houston Rockets and this Wizards trade, man. First and foremost, bro, how you feeling?
Good, man. How you doing, man?
I'm coolin', bro. I was looking at this trade kind of sideways. I'm gonna be straight up with you, bro. It didn't strike me as a I don't want to say a power move, but it was kind of a okay, y'all just did that. Like it was one of them. It was one of them moves. Like oh wow, okay. So you're on a new team now. That's crazy. So
shot too easy. I hate that, but yeah. All right. So when I first saw it, I was like, all right. I remember they was talking about it earlier in the season, how like they said it was something that was possible they was thinking about.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I mean, and I'm not going to keep disrespecting Russell Westbrook. Is he better than John Wall? Yes, but I would say,
hey y'all,
if John Wall was like explosive ass Russ, he probably would do the same thing. So I feel like that's the only reason. But
that's true.
I went from that's their player, that's their franchise, and this is what they're doing with him, to we not trading him to, oh yeah, we about to he got traded for Russ.
That's the thing that kind of pissed me off about this whole trade, is simply because of the fact that like as a GM, it's like, bro, you can't just come out publicly and say you're not trading somebody just to trade them. Like, I don't get that. Like, that's stupid. It doesn't make any sense. And at the same time, it's disrespectful to the player. And it's like, when it comes to the media and like how the fans perceive the NBA, it's like from the fan standpoint, y'all be wanting people to stay loyal to these teams, and it's like, we can't do that. We can't stay loyal to these teams. Shut up. We can't stay loyal to these teams when y'all just say one thing and then lie. You know what I'm saying? And just you know what I'm saying? Like, you just do something completely different on the opposite end. Like, that was stupid. And then what really pissed me off was y'all couldn't even be man enough to just let my man, you know what I'm saying, just let him know, like, hey, we might trade you. So, I need you to just get ready. You know what I'm saying? I need you to get ready, and I need you, you know what I'm saying? Okay. They didn't even do right by John Wall and tell him, like, I don't know if they did right by him and told him, like, hey, we're trading you to the Rockets. I don't know if they asked him, is this where you want to go? So, I'm not really going to speak on that, but we're going to talk about more of the we're going to talk about more of the on paper type things, because, you know what I'm saying, I know you're new to this, but you ain't true to this. You feel me? When it comes to the on paper, you know what I'm saying, lookings of the team, how you feeling? Like, who do you feel like is the winner? Who do you feel like is the loser in this trade?
I mean, all right, so the Rockets had a pretty good offseason of retooling, of course, after last season. You know, they had people like Christian Wood. They got rid of Robert Covington. Yeah. Let Jeff Green walk. You know, they kind of kept contact. You know what I'm saying? Just they missing a couple, but I feel like they did pretty well. I think the addition of Boogie, and especially coming off how, you know, they were sitting out charge, especially coming off like how they say a pretty good workout. You know, I'm expecting Boogie to at least get back to at least 75% or 80% of what he was. You know, that's at least 22 points, you know, 12 boards a game, and, you know, a block and a half. So, you know what I'm saying, you think about that, you know, a company with John Wall coming back, having a chip on his shoulder, you know what I'm saying, he might could give you 20 and 10, you know what I'm saying, 2 steals a game, you know what I'm saying. James comes right in that fold, they probably got a whole new system of offense. So it probably takes the ball out of James' hands, but it gives him more opportunities to get buckets off ball. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like on paper they could be top 5. If everybody come to play, they could be top 5 in the West. They got a shot.
Yeah.
They got a shot. Like they not a dark horse, but they got a shot. Like they can catch the Clippers or the Lakers slipping. You know what I'm saying? If they, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I definitely feel like on paper this is a pretty good team. I feel like they just gotta put it all together. You know?
Yeah, I feel the same way when it comes to the Rockets. Like the Rockets definitely have. I was about to say why did I say the Rockets? I'm talking about the Wizards. I feel the same way about the Wizards too, because the Wizards have a nice team on paper. Like people forget, like Russ ain't no slouch, and when you look at that team on paper, they look very, very promising.
Especially in the East.
Especially in the East. Now I'm not gonna keep, you know what I'm saying, bumping this narrative like the East is weak, like, because we keep saying that every single year, like, oh my God, the East is weak, and it's like we gotta stop saying that as basketball fans, that the East is weak, because that's get my words out. That's not necessarily the case anymore. Like the Magic are getting better. The Raptors won a championship. You know what I'm saying? The Nets got KD and Kyrie. You know what I'm saying? The Heat just went to the finals. Like there are teams other than the Milwaukee Bucks that are good. It's just a matter of if you want to watch it. You know what I'm saying? Certified ankle taker right there. But yeah, so it's like I just need people to put more respect on what bringing Russell Westbrook to this team actually means. Now, say for instance, if everybody's healthy and they figure this shit out, I could see them boys going to be 4th in the East. Like they could really do numbers simply because if you go down the line, right? You're going down the line of this team. You got Russ. You already know you're gonna get a damn near triple-double or a triple-double out of Russ.
A dog.
Right. You got a dog in Russ. Russ don't necessarily need to do all of that scoring, but we say best case scenario, Russ give you 20 points a game. Russ give you 21, 22 points a game, right? With about 6 rebounds and I want to say about 7 assists. Like that would be good numbers for Russ. Then you turn around, you got Brad, who just came off a great season of him averaging 40. I mean, not 40, Jesus Christ. Him averaging 30. It felt like 40, though. I'm not even going to lie.
30.6.
Yeah, but you got Russ averaging that, and then you got Brad averaging what he averaging. Like, you got a good 1-2 punch right there. Now, the small forward, I feel like, is where the biggest hole is on that team, because do you start Denny? Do you start Troy Brown? And wow, he made that shot. Do you start Denny? You know, he's the rookie, but he has a lot of playmaking and a lot of offensive skill, but he can't really play defense as much. Troy Brown is the better defender, but it's like Troy Brown slacks on offense. Do you slide Rui to the 3, which I feel like is his natural position? I feel like Rui can play the 3 now. I think him at the 4 last year was more of like a scapegoat type thing because he was working on his handle. You know what I'm saying? He was working on getting more consistent with his shot. And I feel like now he should be able to do the things that he's needed to do to play the 3 now. And so it's just a matter of what he decides to do at that 3 position. But if I was to run a lineup with these boys, I would put Rui at the 3. I would run Bertans at the 4. People don't really look at how powerful that Bertans signing was, but Bertans got a laser on him, bro. Like,
yeah, like
people
from 3 last year.
Bertans got a laser on him. Bertans got a laser. I'm talking about, and for those who don't know or don't remember, and this is your first time watching the channel, I live in DC. My homie Dre is from DC. So I've seen Bertans. I don't know about you, Dre, but I've seen Bertans. That was tough. I thought he was about to make it. I've seen Bertans play in person. Like, I've gone to Bulls games where he done torched us. You know what I'm saying? We won at the end of the day. But I done seen Bulls games where he done went, you know, stupid. Like, he's freaking, I can't even describe it, but bro was what's the word? He trailing the play off the point guard, trailing the play, and then he pulling up from the
catch and pull.
Yeah, he pulling up from the hash mark. So him on that team is gonna be really good. I honestly feel like that's going to be a big improvement if he was in the starting lineup, not if he's coming off the bench, simply because he's going to give Russ so much space. He's going to give Russ so much space to work.
Oh my God.
Then when it just comes to just overall feel of how the floor is going to look, it's basically going to be a 5-out floor. Because Thomas Bryant's the weird aspect of this lineup because of the fact that Thomas Bryant shot 40% from the 3-point line last year, but he only took 2 a game. So it's like I don't really want to say like, oh, you got a definite 5 that can shoot. You got a definite 5 that can shoot. I'm not gonna say that. Simply because I need him to at least take like 5 a game before I, make my predictions as to what he's gonna do. So that's it when it comes to him. But like as far as the bench, oh my God, did you see that little hezzy dribble? Did you see that?
Hey, come on, play the game.
That was tough. But as far as the bench, they got decent pieces on the bench. Of course, I'm not gonna make the free throw, but they got decent pieces on the bench. You know what I'm saying? Troy Brown is a good 2-way player. You got Mo Wagner. Mo Wagner had one of his best years as a pro last year.
Mo Wagner.
That's his name. It's not Wagner. It's Wagner. It's Wagner. I thought Wagner. Is Wagner?
I got you.
Well, anyway, Mo Wagner. Mo Wagner.
It probably is Wagner.
Mo Wagner. He had his best year as a pro last year. They got Isaac Bonga, who's like a 6'8". I don't really know how to. He played a lot of point guard. I think he's from France or something like that. I think. Ain't he from France? He's from He's from somewhere.
Overseas.
He's an overseas player, but he played a lot of point guard. So then now they got him playing. The small forward, and then you know what I'm saying, Bertans, or if you have what's his name show up, and then I don't know how that's gonna work as far as the bench is concerned. But they got a good bench. I think they need to upgrade at point guard. They made the trade for Jerome Robinson. Jerome Robinson didn't really get no PT last year simply because he was hurt. So, I mean, they got a decent bench. I think they should have made at least 1 or 2 more moves just to, like, I guess, solidify that bench. But other than that, like, they got a nice little squad. And like I said,
they might end up doing in-season trades or something like that. I mean, you gotta think, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they just getting the basis for what they got. They probably want to run with what they got, see what they got.
Definitely.
And then, you know, notice during the season, like, hey, you know what, we might need an extra piece on the bench because when they not on the floor, we missing this person out there. We ain't got nothing. You know, we getting ran off the court. You know what I'm saying? So it's stuff like that you know is probably during the season. Yeah. The Wizards definitely are very intriguing, just at the Rockets. I mean, it's Kevin Scott Brooks as your coach. It makes the system a lot easier for us too, because you're like, you know what, damn, I know what you're doing.
I've played in your system a couple of years.
So they might the Wizards might see a quicker return on investment than the Rockets because of that though.
Yeah, and because we don't know, it's a lot of question marks when it comes to the Rockets. Like, is Boogie healthy? Is John Wall healthy? Like, it's so many question marks. Like, I just don't know. Hey, y'all! But yeah, I think that's the biggest thing right now. As of right now, on paper, I feel like the Wizards are the winners of this trade simply because their point guard is healthy. But if John Wall come back, you know what I'm saying? If John Wall come back looking the way he was looking in that little promo video,
in the summertime too. Look at them videos.
Yeah, he looked good. He looked good. Yeah, man, I hope he come back with a vengeance. I hope he come back killing people. Like, I just hope he come back to at least a form. But the biggest thing that I'm gonna keep saying, all right, and it's no hate to John Wall. As a guard who primarily operates on speed, right? He's taken a significant injury with this Achilles. And you gotta call it how it is. Wow! You gotta call it how it is. He's taken a significant injury when it comes to this Achilles. and that's gonna slow him down. He's not gonna be as quick, and we just gotta call it how it is. For John Wall to at least be formidable in this Rockets offense,
I mean,
he has to come back with a jumper, bro. But he gotta come back with a jumper, bro. He gotta come back with a jumper.
Watch the workout videos, man. He got that, man. John Wall got that back in the bag, man. He just gotta put it to use.
Yeah, he gotta come back, but John Wall's always had a good mid-range jumper, but I think
he ain't
with
2 years though.
Yeah,
so, I mean, he ain't played in 2 years, but I mean, in that 2 years, of course, the first year he was working back from rehab, getting back. But the other year after that, it was just building his game, working on his game. So I mean,
but that's what I'm saying. I feel like if he don't come back with a jumper, he's not gonna be as threatening. Like they're gonna Giannis that boy, and I don't want to see that from John Wall. Like I don't want to see him getting the Ben Simmons treatment. Like I don't want to see that, because we know John Wall can be a killer. Like we know he can be a killer.
He really nice.
Now, do I think that he's an upgrade from Russ? That's the hard part, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to say he's an upgrade from Russ, but at the same time, it's like he is, simply because he's a pass first guard. Like people forget, John Wall almost led the league in assists a couple of times.
Yeah.
John Wall always be hovering around 7-8 assists, and he does it with less talent. You know what I'm saying?
And
he does it with
steals.
Right. He does it with less talent. I do think that he'll be easier to play with because of the fact that he passes the ball, and so it's gonna make Harden be more apt to move without the ball at times, because he know like, hey, the ball gonna come back to me anyway. So I don't really gotta trip.
He don't need it to get off, but he can get, off when he gets it.
So I think on that aspect, it's gonna play out very well. I think also too, with the fact that they got a lot of shooters around them, it's gonna play out very well. Now with the signing of Christian Wood, oh my God!
I know.
With the signing of Christian Wood, I think that was a very underrated signing, simply because of the fact that it helps Boogie.
He got potential.
Yeah, it definitely does. It helps Boogie. What you about to say?
I'm saying they could run like 5 out, maybe.
Yeah, they could run another
Christian
5 out.
Wood is the small ball 5. You know, from time to time, get Boogie that rest and that time to get comfortable.
Yeah.
Acclimated back to just same thing with John. Like I think the Rockets have an underrated amount of depth that's going to allow them to let their players get back into their groove through the season. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's very underrated. The Wizards, to me, they don't have a lot of unknowns going into the season. Like you know what Russ is, you know what Bill is, you know what you got in Bertans and all Thomas Bryant, these guys. You know what you got. What with Christian Wood, we didn't get to see everything because he got COVID, unfortunately, so the season ended for him.
I feel like you saw enough of Christian Wood when he was with the Pistons.
But you know what I mean? Like,
he
got potential to grow. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he had to cut his season short. John Wall played in 2 years. Boogie
they got a lot of question marks.
You know what I'm saying? So
also too with Christian. My fault. What you about to say?
No, you good.
Yeah, I was about to say also too, when it comes to Christian Wood, it's like a question if he was legit or not. You know what I'm saying? Right. Because a lot of people be like, yeah, Christian Wood put up them numbers, but he put it up on a trash Pistons team. Like, is he really legit when he plays with some talent around him? Right. Can he really, you know what I'm saying, go off like that? Can he really go off like that? So that's the biggest question, I feel like. Is Scott Brooks a good enough coach to where he can coach a team like this? That's another question too, because people got to realize Scott Brooks' coaching was in question last year. Scott Brooks' coaching was in question last year because of the fact that there was a lot of games that the Wizards could have won that they didn't because of personnel that they had on the floor. It was a lot of times where they just wasn't playing up to par, and when it came to just lineups that they would put out, like, it just didn't make sense. Like, there's a lot of times where Ish Smith would be starting and they running pin downs for Ish Smith, and Ish Smith can't shoot. Like, what are you doing?
He get to the paint. Yeah.
Why are you running pin downs for Ish Smith? Like, he can't shoot. And I'm no scout, but I watch enough basketball to know that Ish Smith can't shoot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's one of them things where it's like you gotta pay attention to the personnel that you got. So I feel like Scott Brooks is gonna be a little bit better, but I'm really hoping for the Houston Rockets to have a better season, and then that's where I'm at. Where you think the Houston Rockets is gonna be as far as standing wise?
Top three.
Top three.
If everything go right.
Good scenario, bad scenario. Go good scenario, bad scenario.
I'm gonna be realistic. The best scenario possible. They top 4.
Okay.
And
the Rockets, right?
The Rockets are knocking on the doorstep of you got a prime Wall, prime Boogie, prime Harden. Truthfully, like they really playing good. They knocking on the Lakers' door. Like they're past the Clippers.
Even with all the new moves that they made on that team, you saying they knocking
like,
on the?
I'm telling you, like they got an underrated amount of depth on that team, man. I'm telling you, like the Rockets are serious, like, and they got the new coach, so you know what I'm saying. But if we been best scenario possible, top 4. Worst scenario, bottom 7.
Bottom 7. So they still worst and best case scenario. They still make the playoffs. It's just about seeding.
They playoffs.
It's about seeding. Well, yeah, they got James Harden, so you're gonna make the playoffs.
So they're going.
You're gonna make the playoffs. You have to make the playoffs.
He's gonna get you. Even if they don't play up to par, you know he's gonna go out there and try to average 30, 40 a game. So
yeah, I say the Wizards, best case scenario, they get 5th seed, right? They get 5th seed. Worst case scenario, they don't make the playoffs.
Okay. Well, how did you feel about the Rockets? Like best and worst too.
Best case scenario for the Rockets is kind of the same. Okay. I think best case scenario for the Rockets is that they get. Yeah, give me that, boy. I said best case scenario for the Rockets is that they get a top 4 seed, 5 seed. A lot of people are not really paying attention, and we're gonna talk about this in another video. I might have to get you back on here. A lot of people not really talking about this Rockets. This Trailblazers move for Robert Covington, and the fact that Nurkic is back healthy. Like Nurkic is healthy. We see him put up video game. We see him put up
crazy.
Yeah, we see him put up video game numbers in the freaking bubble, and like people not talking about that.
And he ain't played a whole year, so he was getting in shape.
Yeah, but we ain't gonna dwell on it. We ain't gonna dwell on it. That's another conversation. Hey, but people not really talking about the Trailblazers move for that man, and I feel like with the Trailblazers, they're gonna get a whole lot better. I can see the Trailblazers being like a 3 seed, but I feel like the Rockets gotta put everything together, and then once they put everything together, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna.
It should work itself out, man.
Yeah, it should work itself out. It should work itself out, definitely. But that's my best and worst case scenario. Worst case scenario, I say that they be, like you said, a 7 seed. I say they be a 7 seed. I don't think they not making the playoffs, barring injury. Give me that, boy. I don't think they just don't make the playoffs. So now, if they don't make the playoffs, if they just don't make the playoffs at all, you might gotta blow that beach up. You know what I'm saying? Might gotta blow that joint up. But I don't think that the Rockets are gonna do that. But we didn't think the Rockets was gonna trade that boy Westbrook.
John Wall. Westbrook. Well, no. We didn't have to trade him. We just they said they was gonna stand pat. They don't gotta trade him.
Yeah.
But they didn't, like, I could tell they was leaning more towards trading Russ versus trading James. You get what I'm saying? Like, you could tell that's not what they really want.
Yeah.
Like, they offered this nigga $50 million extension. He said, I'm good. So that lets you know how highly and how much they think of James Harden.
Yeah.
Now, the one thing I will say is, and I mean, this is something real quick. How he's acting right now, flying to Atlanta, being with the baby for his birthday.
He could get suspended. Like they
being in the strip club, not being where you supposed to be at, that leads to problems. And then when you start getting looked at like as a cancer, you know, even your talent, like it don't matter. The league is bigger than you. You know what what I'm saying? So trust me, James Harden's going down a very bad path right now.
Yeah,
so
he got.
I'm him. If I'm him, I'm like, all right, let me chill.
But yeah, man, I appreciate you coming out. You know what I'm saying? Chopping it up with me. I'm about to beat your ass. Well, I'm already beating your ass. So yeah. I'ma holler at y'all later. Make sure y'all go check out all the rest of the videos in the playlist. You know what I'm saying? Comment down below what y'all think. Do y'all feel like the Rockets are gonna be a good team? Do y'all feel like the Warriors? Jesus. Do y'all feel like the Wizards are gonna be a good team? And just let me know what's up, man. But I'ma holler at y'all later. You know what I'm saying? Peace and love. Lady. And you are. Bow. Oh my God. You're trash.